All right, hey everybody. Thought I'd take this opportunity to just show you real quick how I make my shakes in the morning. I kind of call them protein shakes. They're basically just shakes with a little protein in them. You'll see what I mean. First of all, you always want to have on hand bananas. Bananas are the base. They go in every one every day, okay? Now, I usually put bananas in first. It doesn't really matter what order you put these in, but just make sure you got a good blender with a powerful blending speed. I usually break them up. Just makes it a little bit easier for everything to mix together. Bananas are so cheap. Always have bananas on hand. You'd be amazed if you never really price them. They're like $1.50 for, look at a huge bunch like this. You know, go to Walmart or something. Bananas, I put in every one because they're just the base. You know, potassium and the vitamins, and so don't let a little brown spot on a banana mess you up. That's not going to hurt you. The more ripe a banana is, the more potent the flavor is. Almost always put bananas in there, and then you can mix up the other ingredients. Pineapple, I like to get pineapple every now and then. I like to get mango. The easiest thing, if you don't feel like dealing with peeling and skin and all that, is get yourself a bag of these blueberries from Walmart. Frozen blueberries, no sugar added, of course. They're a lot easier to keep than fresh blueberries. Blueberries, real blueberries, you know, you got to use them faster. And then also strawberries. Okay, get these at BJ's or at Walmart. And these also, strawberries go fast bad. If you notice, you look in your fridge and they'll be growing mold on them, and or a little fuzzy, furry stuff in just a couple of days. So I put my bananas in first. I'm not going to do pineapple today. I'm just going to do bananas, blueberries, and strawberries. I usually put about 5 or 6 large strawberries in there. And also, another thing I found that if you use frozen strawberries, more frozen stuff you use, the more thick and smoothie-like it is. So, I just always have better results. Try it with fresh strawberries and try it frozen strawberries, and you'll see what I mean, because it's just like adding more ice to it, and it thickens it up, and it makes it just like a lot thicker, richer shake. And I usually have one of these every day, and it fills me up. It's like a breakfast. You'll see it once you see everything that everything I put in here. Okay. So we got the blueberries. Just usually put a handful of those in there, just to give it some color. Add a few of those antioxidants. Seal everything up real good when you're done so it doesn't get freeze or burn. Air is the enemy when it comes to storing food. Okay, next thing I add, as you probably know, we raise chickens, so we always have a lot of extra eggs. Okay, these are fresh, brown, free range, no hormones, nothing added. Okay, they don't get fresher than this. I went in my backyard and got these eggs. Now, what I usually do is I'll add, because I add so much other stuff, I add 2 bananas and 3 eggs. You can add 3 bananas and 4 eggs, but I always try to put 1 more egg than banana. That's just my own preference and formula. So you just crack it right in there, okay? If you're grossed out by raw eggs, you know what? Once you blend all this together, you won't even know they're in there. I notice they're in there because I know what the flavor tastes like. It just adds another dimension of flavor, like a richness. Okay, make sure if you do raise your own eggs, make sure you clean them off good. The eggs, try to get all the whites. The yolk is where all the main nutrients and protein is, so you definitely want to use the yolks. No matter what you hear about eggs, okay, they're always flip-flopping. Eggs are good for you, eggs are bad for you. Eggs have too much cholesterol, shouldn't eat the yolks. The yolks is where it's at, man. Use the yolks, okay? And then also, I go and I buy these things from Walmart of yogurt, okay? Yogurt. Don't add ice cream to your shake. It's got way too much sugar and fat. I get these from Walmart. I have vanilla and I have plain. So I usually use one of these two flavors because you don't want, if you get some crazy different flavor, it's going to conflict with the strawberry and blueberry. But I'm going to go ahead and finish up the vanilla because this plain hasn't been opened yet. And I usually just put two big ice cream scoops in there full of yogurt. Delicious vanilla yogurt, and this stuff's so good you can just, it's good to have around anyway because you can just eat it, you know, as a snack. Okay. What else do we add to it? Well, there's two more ingredients, okay, that I like. You can add low-fat milk if you want. That's always an option. Matter of fact, I'm going to use, we have just a tiny bit of this 1% left. I'm going to use that up, but what I really like in there, and what you need to get if you're not into this yet, check it out. It's made by Silk. You probably see this. If you don't use this stuff, you probably walk by it all the time. Pure coconut. You see that? Get the original. Don't get the vanilla flavored. Okay? All natural coconut milk. #1 ingredient in here. So much better for you. And believe it or not, less calories and less fat. So we'll finish off the rest of that milk. And we will, I got this new coconut milk. You're just going to put I call it a heavy splash, but, okay? So you got your coconut milk. And the last thing I throw in there, just to give it a better consistency and texture, is some ice cubes. I just put maybe just a handful, you know, maybe 6 or 7 small ice cubes. Well, it depends. If you have an ice maker on your fridge, you're going to want a big handful because those ice cubes are smaller. But put a handful, you know, regular size ice cubes, okay? Alright, that's pretty much it. Like I said, next time, might use the pineapple, might use mango is a great thing to use, blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, raspberries. There's just so many different kinds of berries. You want to make sure you have a lot of nuts and seeds and fresh fruit and vegetables in your diet. But that's pretty much it as far as the shake. This is a Cuisinart. You know, there's a lot of good blenders, and they're not real expensive. You can get them at Target or Walmart or wherever. Okay? And I usually blend mine for 20 seconds. I'll take a break in between to let everything settle and blend it for another 10 seconds. So 20 seconds. Alright, as you can see, it's immediately taken on the color of the blueberries. That soaks up that. That's the most coloring agent. Okay, that's it. It's done. Get yourself a large cup. Let's see. Sometimes we save these giant size big gulp cups, and we put them in there because it is a lot. And if you're sharing this with somebody, you know, you just pour it in 2 smaller glasses. But I drink this whole thing myself. And you can see the thickness there. The ice and the frozen strawberries add the thickness to it, which I like. And your eggs are in there. Like I said, if you're grossed out by raw eggs, you won't even know they're in there. They really won't. And that's what adds the protein. Without the raw eggs, there's virtually no protein in there at all. And it's always easier when you're making these to rinse this out immediately because it's still nice and wet, and it rinses out in just a couple seconds. And that's it, and you're done. Anyway, this is it. This is not a big gulp. The big gulps are bad and kind. This is a protein shake. Oh, ice cold, delicious. Drink one of these every day for breakfast. It'll fill you up too. This will be your breakfast. You won't have to eat a late lunch and a sensible dinner, right? Thanks for joining me.